So here is the number one mistake that you should avoid or you should try to fix if you're a network engineer or if you're trying to become a network engineer. I'm gonna tell you why. So if you don't know my story, my name's Network Ninja and I share content on network engineering, and I spent at least 5+ years in a NOC. I was a NOC lead and I was always trying to become a network engineer, but my background, some of the stuff didn't allow me to do it. But one thing I was always trying to wonder when I was a network admin was what was so special about these network engineers? Like they were wizards or something? Like what kind of knowledge did they have? Now, if you spent any kind of time in IT or in a NOC specifically, you'll know that at some point you're going to have to escalate to the network engineering team to resolve some kind of complex network issue. This is when I started to discover about gatekeeping, people want to withhold information and all of that. But I also learned something from this experience as well. As I started to escalate, people started snickering, talking about I'm the escalation cowboy, when I was all I was trying to do was trying to learn, but they weren't trying to share the information. So I went and got it on my own and started getting certifications and learning on my own and doing research and study on my own. Once they seen they couldn't bully me anymore, they started sharing the information anymore. And that's when I really seen, and it was really exposed, that the only difference between me and them, it wasn't even certifications, because half of them didn't even have them, at least at the company that I work for. The only difference was documentation. There was a lack of documentation because every time I would escalate something, I would document it, organize it. That time there was a major outage, maybe they weren't available at a time, and I was able to step up and resolve these kind of issues. Now that's all old school kind of stuff, because y'all souped up nowadays. Y'all can use ChatGPT and pretty much just use that as your virtual assistant to resolve any kind of complex network issues and try to learn and do your own research before you even have to get into any kind of situation like that. And that's the whole point of me creating this docs, to share with you for free so that you could do your own research on the technology and use that doc as a guide or a cheat sheet, as well as you see how to document stuff. That way you can use it as a template. So when you do get into your career, or even before your career, you could start making your own notes or your own little kind of cheat sheets, and that way you can gain some experience that way. Hopefully it helps. If you found any value, or if this was resonating with you any kind of way, you know it helps. Like and follow, share this and all of that. Comment for more. Holla at me. Peace.